We've always been obsessed with the apocalypse. I always thought the end of the world would be epic and cool.
David, did you take the garbage out yet?
Shut up, Mom! A lot of names for our last day on Earth. Doomsday, Armageddon, End of Days, Day of Reckoning, Judgment Day, Ragnarok. I always thought the end of the world would be awesome. I also imagine that you're not going to make it. Everyone thinks they'll be the hero, the lone survivor, the most special person in the world. Well, you know what? It's not gonna be you. It's gonna be me. The rest of you are idiots. Society would crumble and collapse, and only the strong or lucky will survive. Me. So when the end of the world comes, I'll fight the warriors of the wasteland. I'll lead the resistance against the robots in the machine wars. Or just do some plain old-fashioned alien ass-kicking. Welcome to Earth. The only thing that kept me alive was the thousands and thousands of hours of TV, movies, and pop culture I absorbed. I guess all those years in front of a TV weren't wasted after all, right, Mom? The apocalypse will be like having the whole house to yourself. Yes. Everything will be free for the taking. And of course, it goes without saying that Earth will need to be repopulated. I would be a god. So no matter who the bad guys are, mutants, vampires, zombies, fuck them. You know I have it covered.
Welcome the final hour. The clock stops at 8:30. Drowned in the sea of tears. Hold on to your
Oh, but the best apocalypse of all? Zombies. Duh. come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. Ooh, bubblegum. If you're reading this, I'm now dead.
David, did you take the garbage out yet?
All right, of course I'm not dead. But even that would be more exciting than this. Vampires, aliens, fast zombies. I mean, that's an apocalypse. Any of that would have been cool. But did we get that? No. Instead, we get slow zombies. Here in your world, my world, a world where we bitch about The Walking Dead sucking, drink Dr. Pepper, and eat McDonald's. The apocalypse came
David, garbage.
and went, and the dead came back. And the world didn't die with a bang,
David,
or a whimper,
are you listening to me, mister?
or even at all. There's a reason it's a surprise every time in a zombie flick, the headshot does the trick. Oh, shoot him in the head. Why didn't I think of that? Like, if you're reading this, ever heard of movies? No one in a zombie movie has ever even heard of zombies. Because, otherwise, you get what we got. But sure, you say, zombies are cool, right? Still 4 billion dead. And yeah, you're right. At first, it was kind of cool.
It's in the cockpit with us! Howard, do you read?
I mean, it started out fine.
This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations are pooling their resources through an emergency network hookup.
The crew and air marshals forcibly opened the door. The man
now covered in blood,
attacked the air marshal and bit him.
Latest word also from National Press Services in Washington, D.C. now tells us that the emergency presidential conference, which we've just mentioned, will include high-ranking scientists from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
Today, I want to take a few minutes to speak with you directly and clearly. What we're seeing now is not an outbreak or an epidemic.
There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins.
If it is a virus, it is quite possibly the most virulent virus ever known to man.
The president's monitoring the situation very closely and has ordered a very active, aggressive, and coordinated response by his administration.
It is happening, and it would appear that no one is safe.
We're working quickly to track and monitor anyone who may have been in close contact with someone showing symptoms.
Emergency services stress.
Do not go to malls, churches, or locations with large crowds.
Please stay home.
Restez à l'intérieur.
Rimanere in casa.
And lock your doors.
Drinnen bleiben.
They don't know anything yet, but there's mass murder everywhere, and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
I'm absolutely confident that we can prevent a serious outbreak here in the United States.
The virus continues to spread.
Вирус распространяется.
We know how to fight this disease.
Government agencies are baffled.
We know the protocols.
Governmentos sont perplexes.
Sind ratlos.
We are assured the virus is not airborne.
It's not transmitted through the air like the flu.
We are now told the virus is airborne.
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder.
Once again, we report. Do I have to say this? That zombies are attacking the living. This can't be right.
Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief.
We're gonna lose our job over this. Sorry.
Rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen.
Famed zombie movie director George Romero was arrested today and questioned at length at the Los Angeles FBI headquarters.
If a real zombie apocalypse were to happen in your eyes, is it like a boring event eventually?
Well, I don't know if it's a boring event if a real zombie apocalypse would happen, but I don't think I would necessarily.
We had a cadaver. It was dead, but sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and tried to move.
The only way you can get this disease is by coming into direct contact with the bodily fluids of someone with symptoms.
Avoid the bite.
Evitar la picadura de los muertos.
At all costs.
That's the science. Those are the facts.
All persons who die during this crisis will come back to life.
And this week, at my direction, we're stepping up all of our efforts. Additional CDC personnel are on the scene.
Are you giving her mouth-to-mouth?
I'm not giving her mouth-to-mouth.
Look at that. I'm not giving her mouth-to-mouth.
No. You are, I am not.
I'm not giving her mouth-to-mouth.
And we've been examining the protocols for protecting our brave healthcall workers. We're going to have to stay vigilant here at home until we stop the epidemic at its source.
All or most communication has been lost with Japan, parts of India, and large swaths of Africa.
And this thing has gone really bad. It's gone viral and not in a good way. Please stay in your homes until further notice. And keep it locked to 98 Rock for more information as we get it. But for now, here's some Van Halen.
No existe una cura.
Bekannte Heilung.
There is no known cure.
And some are calling this an extinction-level event.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Roma Canduto. Dio vi benedicta. No!
So, at first, yeah, it's pretty cool. It was definitely exciting. Millions dead, maybe billions. Most of those people died because they couldn't wrap their heads around it, or because they'd seen too many films. How does that even work? Slow zombies? How could things spread so far, so fast, if they're so fucking slow? Mostly because at first, people thought it was a joke, a hoax, or, it was Halloween, Walking Dead marathon, whatever. Or they'd never heard of zombies. Like that could ever happen. Glorious pandemonium. And school closed due to zombie.
Keep your hands washed. Cover your mouth when you cough. Stay home from work if you're sick. And keep your children home from school if they're sick. Centers for Disease Control has recommended that schools and childcare facilities close for up to 14 days.
I'm not saying it wasn't cool at first. Slow zombies are just as lethal if you're an idiot.
Circle of life.
A new and disturbing teenage trend. They're calling it Wicker Manning. A strong warning to viewers. The clip we are about to show you is extremely graphic.
All right, so this is how you dispose of a zombie the proper way. Step 1, gasoline. Step 2, you pour the gasoline on it.
Holy shit.
Step 3,
yes.
I got it. Holy shit. God damn
No one's figured out yet what caused this. There's plenty of theories.
Can you tell us then if there's any credence to the rumor that the military is looking to weaponize reanimates or the source of the sickness itself?
Absolutely not. The CDC is here to cure diseases, not spread them.
Government supervirus.
Attention all personnel. Commencing final testing phase of God Mode Virus Project. All staff should now report to their designated areas. initiated. Last floor lockdown commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Or a terrorist attack.
هذا الفيروس نتي بلد الأمريكية الإمبريالية كلب خنزير كبير شد الركبة انتجت الركبة فيها مكوبة ليه جميعا
Or a rogue comet. Or contaminated space probe returning from Venus. Actually, no, that's pretty stupid. I don't know.
Ryan Sanchez, 18 degrees, 36 seconds, 46 degrees, Ryan Sanchez, 36 degrees, 18 degrees, 36 minutes, 36 seconds, 56 seconds, 18 degrees.
Hydrochloric acid, Jenkins. Hydrochloric acid. Back on. I'm in.
18 hours, 36 minutes, 56.2 seconds. Declination plus 36 degrees, 46 minutes, 56.2 seconds. How did you miss that?
I mean, who knows? Maybe it was midichlorians. I don't really want to know. Takes all the fun out of it. The only thing everyone can agree on is this. They're dead. Really dead. 100% corpsey.
Headshots, dipshits! Don't you watch movies?
Personally, I dig the hell is full theory. It's more biblical.
Now the Lord has told me this. He rolled back the stone for all of us. This is our proof. All of us that have kept the faith that science was wrong and we were right. Those doubters who said, where's the proof of your God? Make him do something. Give us a miracle. Well, brother, here's your miracle. Folks here at the First Church of Jesus Christ Reanimated, we want to spread the word worldwide. This is not a virus. This is salvation. But salvation does not come cheap. There are those who oppose us and those who would see us shut down. And so we need your help. So please, dig deep, give generously. Call the number on your screen right now. As operators are standing by. And God bless.
So yeah, regardless, whatever. Zombies, yeah. Cool. Even when we did have to eventually go back to school, it was still awesome.
Come on, you douches, it's a joke!
Oops. Grace, call the school nurse.
It is now illegal in all 50 states to dress or act as a member of the living dead.
I mean, everything was new and exciting and fun. And it wasn't just school. Everything changed.
David, garbage.
Some professions disappeared entirely.
David, garbage.
Shut up, Mom.
He that believeth in me, though he were dead, shall he yet live. And for whosoever liveth, believeth and shall
Some professions disappeared entirely. And of course, the military loved it. Live targets.
Sergeant Blonsky, proceed with NEM launch at Site C3.
Copy that. Charlie 3, you are cleared to fire an necrotic elimination missile in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Visual approach, runway.
Shut up, Mom!
And some organizations rolled with it and evolved and kept taking in suckers like they always did.
Mom! Where's the toilet paper?
But Martha, the dead man's sister, said, "By now the smell will be terrible, for he will have been dead for 4 days. You will see a wonderful miracle from God if you believe, Jesus."
Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses.
Forgive us our trespasses.
We forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. He raised Lazarus from the dead. He rose from the dead himself. And now he brings his entire flock back from the abyss. Jesus took bread and broke it, gave thanks and gave this to his disciples and said, "Take this and eat. It is my body." Now I would like to invite all of you to step forward and join us in the sacrament of communion. Body of Christ. Body of Christ.
Yes, indeed. At first, it was pretty cool. but it didn't last. You know why? Some countries were completely overrun. Most didn't have many survivors. And that all came down to one thing. That's right, baby. Guns.
Don't mess with Texas.
9 guns for every 10 Americans. USA! USA! USA!
This is the beginning, but not the end of our effort to wind down this war. We'll have to do the hard work of keeping the gains that we've made.
The fun only lasted a few months. Then we figured out that just like in the movies, slow zombies are completely, totally...
ridiculously easy to kill. Trish Hernandez here live on the scene in what's being called the Battle of Bel Air. Experts are saying that this could be the pivotal point in... Oh, are you getting this? Are you getting this? Oh my God. Oh!
Gee, you look like hell, Duck. Party much last night?
No.
Yeah. Are you hungover?
Yeah, I'm hungover. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Let's get to work. Actually, you know what? I don't feel so good.
Not again. Hey, Duff. Duff, what are you doing? Oh my God! He's bit! He's bit! Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm gonna bite you! I'm gonna bite you! What's the bill bite? The back door! Go! Hey, Duff!
Chad, you're magnificent.
Yes, I am.
Let's get married.
No, that's a terrible idea.
But we're meant for each other.
Some bad news. You must brace yourself. Are you ready? I've recently been reunited with my beloved wife.
But your wife? She's
dead? Yes. Yes, she is.
Things that should have been like this. Ended up being more like this. I mean, the only way that could possibly get you is quantity. Corner you and overwhelm you with numbers. And even then, even if you're a total tool, it's the only thing they can do. It's the only trick they got. So, how come the end of the world finally came and it was so goddamn boring? One at a time?
still afraid.
Stop it now.
David, take the goddamn garbage out.
Shut up, Mom.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Johnny.
You're
Stop
still
it.
afraid.
You're ignorant. Stop it now.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
I don't care how old school you are. Slow equals boring.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
Suck it, Romero. And you know what? I can tell you nearly the exact moment the whole thing jumped the shark. Yep, world of zombies. Just what I wish for. Fuck.
David? David! David! God damn it, they're in the trash again.
Lamest apocalypse ever.
I like to think that I'm prepared for the end times, no matter or manner of doom. And I'm not scared, it's what I tell you, but I know it's not true.
I hope the alien invasion is cooler.
David!
When the sun goes out, there's nothing you can do about it anyway. No, I have no doubt something was will get us long before that day. I like to think that I'd survive at least the first wave, maybe for a year or two. If you're alive, you come and find me, baby. I'll find some place to stay with you. We'll build a shelter, collect some rations. Maybe together we can take some kind of action. Find a nice place out of the city, just somewhere I can get along with you. When the sun goes out, there's nothing you can do about it anyway. No, I have no doubt something else will get us long before that day. When the sun goes out, there's nothing you can do about it anyway. No, I have no doubt something else will get us on before that day. When the sun goes out, there's nothing you can do about it anyway. No, I have no doubt something else will get us on before that day.
So you've hunted lions in Africa and polar bears in the Arctic wasteland. You hunted the most vicious critters in the world. But have you hunted the most dangerous game? Man. Well, now you can. Here at Billy Bob's Medicine Show and Zombie Hunt Emporium, we offer the finest, cleanest, family-friendly zombie hunt in the whole U.S. of A. Thanks to a landmark Supreme Court decision, it is now 100% legal to hunt the undead. No civil liberties, what's the freaking ever? And we got the widest variety of shamblers this side of the Mississippi. Old, young, white, black, male, female, Republicans, Democrats, oh, feisty suckers too. We don't discriminate, and neither should you.
I want that one, Billy Bob.
Of course you do, son. Of course you do.
But Billy Bob, these zombies are so slow. Yeehaw! There is no sport in this for a real hunter.
Well, of course, that's no challenge for a real man. But how about after we pump 100 cc's of horse adrenaline in them? Now that's a challenge. Don't worry, cowpoke. We got your safety in mind, always. Yeah, they haven't figured out how to chew through the rope yet. And how about our newest original one-of-a-kind feature? Only Billy Bob's can offer you this. Hunt your ex-wife legally. If your loved one passes and you're next to kin, they're still legally yours to do with as you see fit. And that includes hunting and no killing them early and saying they was a zombie. Them CSI boys can figure that out. Damn. And it doesn't have to be your ex-wife. Long as you're next to kin, and we do need proof, it can be anyone. Your common law wife, your legally married wife, your kids, even Pop and Meemaw. Hell, your mother-in-law, if you can get the old bitch to sign over the right. Don't have a gun? No problem. We'll rent you one. We've even got a petting zoo for the young'uns. So if you want the finest zombie hunt experience, who you gonna go see? Billy Bob! Located at the former Walmart on Route 9, 1 mile south of Unpainted Huff Hines.
I got mine.
You sure did, son. You sure did.